Hello everyone, welcome to LKP Dhann ki Baat. My name is Rupak. I am Senior Technical Analyst LKP Securities Limited. So this is the show where we discuss about major indices, trending sectors, and hot stocks. So let's start with the Nifty. We have the weekly chart of Nifty, and in this chart we can see that Nifty had found resistance at around 18,100 and then came back to the lower levels. Now on the lower level, it has reached towards the previous swing low, which is peaked at 15,670. Now, as long as Nifty can float above the previous swing low, it has a chance to give a short-term pullback. But if it breaks below that swing low, that is 15,670, we can expect correction extending towards 15,400, where once again we will be expecting some pause in the correction. And on the higher end, the resistance is there at 16,000. Once Nifty manages to move beyond 16,000, we can expect a rally towards 16,400. The overall trend is looking very bearish. The Any kind of bounce is likely to be sold. And uh, and if we talk about bank Nifty, bank Nifty has corrected a lot, like from 39,000. From 39,000 it has corrected to almost 33,000. Now on the lower end there is a support at 32,150 kind of levels, and there is a very high chance that it will reach there, and because the trend is looking very negative. um, However, if Bank Nifty can sustain above the previous swing low, like above 32,150, then we may expect some pullback towards the higher level. However, as long as Bank Nifty remains below 34,000, we will be expecting weakness in the index and weakness in the banking space. So 34,000 is the resistance. Once it is broken, then a rally of 1,000 point can be seen in the bank Nifty, but then resistance is far away from the current level. And on the lower end, 32,200 to 32,000 is going to act as very crucial support. So we are bearish in both the major indices. Let's talk about some sectoral indices. So before the sectoral indices, we can talk about Nifty Small Cap 250. Now on the weekly chart, we can see that Nifty Small Cap 250 index has formed a head and shoulder pattern, and there is also a negative divergence in the RSI. So the and the index has given a breakdown from the pattern of head and shoulder. So the trend is looking very bearish, and the index may continue its correction towards 6870 kind of levels. So where there is a congestion is being witnessed. So we may expect a correction towards 70 to 100. On the higher end, the resistance is peaked at 8,500. Once the index moves beyond 8,500, we can expect some pullback in the index. However, pullback may be limited to 8,900 kind of levels. So because any pullback will be sold in. So going forward, if one can find any bounce in the small cap stocks, they may consider exiting from that stocks. So that's it for the major indices. We'll be now talking about sectoral indices. The index we'll be talking about is Nifty Pharma Index. So on the daily chart, Nifty Pharma Index has formed a double bottom and it has started moving higher. And also we can see that after a strong correction, the index has reached its oversold zone, and it is poised to give a short term pullback. So we are positive on, we are expecting a recovery in the Nifty Pharma index. On the higher end, it can move up towards 13,200, whereas on the lower end, the double bottom low will be acting as a very crucial support. So 12,290 is a level where the correction will be arrested. So bullish on the pharma sector. So let's find a stock in the pharma sector, and the stock is Dr. Reddy's. The stock has found support above previous swing low, and it has started moving higher. And on the latest candles, we can see that there is a hammer pattern, and as well as a inverted hammer pattern has formed back to back. So we are expecting a pullback in the stock. On the higher end, the stock can move up towards its recent consolidation high. Like this is the consolidation high at 4270 kind of levels. On the lower end, the support will be, I will consider it a support, like 38,440 would be the support. But if somebody wants to keep a very good decent stop loss, he can put a stop loss below 3790 for a upside of 72 sorry 4270. The next stock will be uh, HPCL. Now HPCL had formed a doji pattern yesterday, but today it has failed to move beyond that, beyond the high of that doji pattern. And the doji pattern is now failed. And also the stock has given consolidation breakdown on the daily chart. Also, it's the stock falling below the previous swing low. The stock's RSI, daily RSI, is in bearish crossover. So overall, the stock is looking very negative, and the stock is likely to move down towards 245 kind of level over the short term. Whereas on the higher end, there is a resistance. There is a resistance placed around 263. So one can look at the stock with a bearish view. The next stock is GE Shipping. GE Shipping has formed a very interesting chart on the daily time frame. After a downwards consolidation, the stock has moved up very sharply, and the stock is trading above 50 EMA comfortably. Even in this very volatile, very negative market, the stock is trading above the 50 EMA. So the stock is looking very positive for the short term. On the higher end, the stock can move up towards 400, even above 400. The stock can move up. So we are very bullish in the stock, and the stop loss is likely to be below 363. So we have discussed three stocks: Dr. Reddy positive, G Shipping positive, and Hind Petro negative. So that's it for this week. Thank you for watching.